Gridman.
I was about to fucking Gridman.
Baby dan dan.
That's not even the one that we're supposed to be talking about.
Hey, it shows up in the final episode. It's fine.
It does, but alright, so we watched SSSS.Gridman.
4S Gridman.
4S Gridman. Not gonna lie, just getting it out there from the get-go, I like this a lot more than I thought I would.
Well, that's good.
And then I feel like it fumbled the ending.
It kind of did.
Like, I was so fascinated by the world that they were setting up. And, you know what, we'll get to it. So, we open up with a kid named Yuta just suddenly, like, comes to and is like, and this girl's like, you don't remember anything? And he's like,
I got that amnesia.
I got the amnesias.
Anyway, we dating?
Did I destroy my hometown? I don't know. And yeah, turns out they're not dating, and
they're not even friends.
Not at all.
The only reason why he woke up at her house because he was just walking by
and just fell the fuck over, for reasons we will find out later.
Yeah.
So, I don't believe that he was walking by there.
They were the first ones to find him.
Yeah, but she like acts offended that he doesn't remember anything, which makes me think that like he came over and like tried to confess to her, and then fell the fuck over.
That could have been it too.
Because that would have been fucking funny. Because it's very clear that he had feelings for her before. Because they show shit before. Anyway, and so me being uninitiated to Gridman, I look at this elaborate piece of crap computer, and this child is like... He's seeing shit. He's seeing giant monsters. He's seeing fog, and he sees a man in this computer who's like, Yuta,
I'm Gridman.
Something. I am Gridman, and I think there might have also been a weird man with 4 swords. I don't remember if he showed up right away, but
no, he shows up at the end of the day when she's like, after she takes him to the hospital, and then calls up his friend to find out where he lives.
Okay.
Because he doesn't remember where he lives. Also, conveniently, his parents are gone. They're on vacation or something. For like 6 months.
Because that's anime.
Just conveniently away.
It works out. Yeah, so... And he keeps remembering this girl who has purple hair and glasses, I think.
Yeah.
I think she only wears glasses when she's doing the thing.
Maybe.
But there's this girl, and he's like, "Why do I keep remembering this girl?" And he's like, "Something only I can, something I must do, something only I can do." Which, again, we'll find out what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, it's been a while since.
I just remember they go back to the computer with his best friend in tow, and both him and the girl are like, yeah, we can't see anything.
What? Gridman?
And he's just kind of like having a conversation with Gridman. He's like, yo, can they not see you? And Gridman's like, no, I guess not.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to just have a conversation and make you look weird?
Yeah, no. Make you look like you're completely insane in front of this girl that, you know, might judge you for the rest of your life for it.
Her name's Rika. We should probably say that.
I didn't remember that.
No, her name's Rika, and the friend's name is Utsumi or something like that.
Yeah.
Utsumi's really into the Ultra series.
And also...
that's his one characteristic.
Also into purple hair girl.
That's his other characteristic.
Yep. And
but that one doesn't matter as much.
No, it won't.
Anyway, the dude with 4 swords shows up, and he's just like, yo, get in that computer. I think that's how it happens. Anyway, he gets in the computer because kaiju shows up.
He just goes access flash, and I don't know why he even knows to say that. And yeah. Oh wait, no, we forgot about a very important part.
Yeah.
What's her face?
Akane.
Akane. Well, they pronounce it Akane.
Whatever.
Akane. She comes up to Yuta and is like, "Here, have this special dog." And some girls who were screwing around with a volleyball squish said special dog. And she clearly gets the look that very much indicates she is the villain. and Yuta picks it up and is like, "Nah, it's fine. It's just a little squish. No big deal." And then right before the kaiju shows up, what's the one main volleyball girl is just hanging out in a room, and the kaiju comes out of nowhere and blows her the fuck up.
She had it coming.
Yeah, she squished the special dog.
You don't squish the special dog.
The special dog is important.
The special dog is a callback.
Okay.
It's a callback from 90s Gridman.
Great. Can't wait to find that out. Yeah, so they die for squishing the special dog, and he gets in and becomes the Gridman, and the Gridman fucks up rips off the head and whatnot.
Yeah, they have to, See, Gridman doesn't really know how to fight kaiju. He's kind of an idiot. I mean, he is a kid with amnesia.
Yeah.
But, Utsume figures out that the next a weak point while Rika fixes the junk.
Yes.
So they can talk to him while he's in Gridman form and tell him that the neck is the weakness. And then he just kind of decapitates it.
Yep. And then it all resets, except that the people who died are still dead.
And nobody remembers that, though, except for the three of them.
Yeah, it gets the world literally gets rewritten that they died in middle school.
Yeah.
It's very dark. Really fucked up. And I'm fucking losing my mind because the girl that I thought was super cool, and I didn't pick up the hints this show was throwing down in my face, squishing my special dog. That this girl was in fact the bad guy, and I was so mad. I was like, damn it! She was cool, interesting, weird. I liked her.
Oh, she's also hanging out with a dude named Alexis. He looks like a Darth Vader knockoff.
He looks like Darth Vader cross Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, but wearing a giant-ass cloak, which is also a callback.
Yeah.
Granted, that man was wearing a bedsheet, and he was, raising his fist through the bedsheet. But, and this guy looks infinitely cooler.
Well, yeah, he's anime. He's sleek.
Yes. But yeah, this alien monster with a British accent is apparently turning all of Akane's kaiju creations
into real kaiju.
Yeah, she's deep in to kaiju. She makes her own things. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, she just needs to, clean up her room a little bit. A lot of trash bags.
Yeah. Yeah. Lives in squalor.
Anyway, so basically the rest of this show is just them her making a new kaiju. Because she wants to kill him. And him just killing the kaiju, and occasionally one of his friends show up to fuse with him to make a new Gridman form.
Yeah, there's a whole group of these fuckers. We had the sword guy, whose name is Caliber. Wow. I don't remember the rest of their fucking names.
One of them's named Max. He's got a truck that has boosters in the back of it underneath it, so it flies.
Yeah,
it just rotates upward.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the flying guy's name is.
Yeah.
And then there's a wee tot gremlin.
Yes.
Who may or may not be a girl.
She
has drills.
Yes, she does, and she constantly wants to use them badly. and I think they get used. They don't ever do anything. I think she drilled through the ground once.
They shoot beams.
Yeah, that's not typically what drills do.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. That's all the drills that I've ever seen. They always shoot beams. They don't, like, rotate and, like, excavate or anything like that. No, they just beam.
Whatever. Anyway, so as this show is going on, it's teasing that something is off. I mean, there already was something off. The city's covered in gas, and there's giant fucking kaiju spewing this gas out of their backs. So, something's up. And it just slowly starts to seep in that Akane is definitely at the center of whatever's going on, and also Alexis. I have an ex named Alexis, so like that is so fucking weird to say. But like clearly this world is not what it seems, and it really starts to drip feed that in a really fascinating way. And it's fun to watch Akane figure out that Yuta is Gridman, and she starts fucking with him and fucking with everyone because she turns out she made everything.
Yeah, no, she's just the god of the city.
Like, and this all gets dropped on Yuta by a kaiju.
Yeah, a little wee tot kaiju girl comes up and she's like, let's go on a date. We're gonna go on that train and
you're gonna put on these headphones.
Yeah, which is gonna play the original Gridman theme.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's an instrumental version of the Gridman theme.
Sick.
And it's gonna keep you awake
while I explain what the fuck is going on. And that's actually really cool. I like all that because there was a point where there was a Akane made a kaiju that turned into a boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Who eats like an animal.
He doesn't have manners.
At
but
all.
He does know how to pay his debts.
No, he learns that.
Okay, whatever.
From Caliber.
Yeah, whatever. It's
anyway, but he has a cell phone, so, you know, whatever. Akane treats him like shit, and he's clearly just virile.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, this anime is made by Trigger. Like, what the fuck do you expect?
Originality. Not just Gridman 90s, but anime.
I don't expect any originality. I expect everything to be from something, even if I don't know it.
Yeah, like all of Gridman.
Yeah. So that stuff's really cool, and seeing her fuck with everyone to the point where she, like, puts everyone to sleep and puts them in a dream world. Oh, hey, that's that thing from Gurren Lagann. And they're all living out some kind of fantasy that's part her fantasy, part their fantasy. She dates Yuta, sort of. She
takes Rika's place. Like, Yuta gets double amnesia.
Yeah, no, it was fucking great.
So she takes Rika's place as being the person who found him and being the person who lives at Junk.
Yeah, and it's like you're my boyfriend and whatnot, and then he starts seeing Gridman everywhere.
Yeah, no, Gridman is just in every reflective surface.
It was amazing.
Yeah, no, Gridman watches EP, whatever. Anyway.
Oh my god.
They also find out about this city above the clouds.
That was fucking weird. There's a Gridman city, which, as I would find out, is essentially the computer world. Like, it is the computer world. And, yeah, it's just the ceiling of this made-up town created by Akane. I hate this dub now for fucking with me like that.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
But this whole town is made up by her, and she edits it with kaiju. And she even edited everyone in it to be her friend, and no one can dislike her. Yeah. Which really starts coming to a head as they everyone finds out she's the one who's been doing it, and she's been killing all of these people, and she's so distraught that she creates this thing, this blubbery fucking...
It's a mound.
It's a fake mound.
They found it in the dumpster and said, look, we can save today's entire budget with this fucking costume.
It just comes out. It's... Wow, we plucked it out halfway through. It got thrown in the furnace, and then it kind of like melted into a cool shape, so we plucked it out, and that's today's monster.
And as this thing moves, it's literally just like crying, please kill me. I am an abomination. I deserve to die.
And then they beat it, and it splits open, and this fucking cone head with a weird eyeball visible through like a crack.
It's like a clamshell.
And whenever it runs, it flops all over the place.
A noodly clamshell.
Just woo!
And this thing is somehow like one of the strongest kaiju. It kills all the janitor kaiju, the ones that don't do anything.
Yeah.
And thus when it's defeated and then the next day rolls over, nothing is fixed.
Yeah.
Because all the cleanup kaiju are dead.
Yeah, so there's actually like a state of emergency, and like everything's going wrong, and this floppy dude is just and like flipping and falling off a building. Like at one point there's like 5 of it, and it's just doing all sorts of stupid shit, and then Viral turns into Grid Knight.
Yeah, he copies Gridman so well. He becomes a Gridman.
He's just a Gridman.
He becomes less of a kaiju and more of a human.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, but we forgot about the part... Wait, no, that doesn't happen yet. When they beat it, it's supposed to be like her heart or whatever, which is fucking hysterical. So she figures out finally that they do the Gridman thing at the junk shop, and it's the computer.
Yeah, who's Gridman and not Yuta.
Yes.
And then she stabs him.
She just goes, funk, and goes, I didn't have a choice. This was the only solution. She breaks the computer and runs the fuck out, covered in blood.
And everybody's just like, huh. That just happened. Ah, well.
And he's just bleeding out on the floor, and she's like, did I do that? She pulls a fucking, God damn it, what is it? It's a character.
Steve Urkel?
Yeah, she pulls a fucking Urkel. Did I do that?
And then runs off, and it's just fine. Everybody's just like, well, okay, I guess we'll take him to the hospital.
And then fucking Rika's like, I have to go find her. And you're literally looking at this girl, blood splashed on her face, one hand covered in blood, the one she stabbed with, and she's like, you're my friend. And I'm like, oh my god.
I could never hate you. You're such a good person.
I don't need a reason. I just need to know that I'm your friend and I can save you. And if you let people into your heart, maybe you won't stab them or stomp on them with kaiju. God.
Anyway, there's some sort of a breakthrough, and Alexis is like, nah, I ain't having that.
No.
If you're not gonna make new ones, I'm just gonna rehash the old ones, and Auntie, Grid Knight, has to show up to, like, fend them off until Gridman comes back.
Yeah.
So, the gang kind of buys the computer again. They bought it to take it out on vacation in the one episode. The beach equivalent episode. But
it was the beach episode.
Wasn't at a beach, but you know.
Everyone was in swimsuits, and there was a whole lot of... Okay. There is something I need to talk about with this show. Akane describes that she made it so that everyone would like her. And what's fascinating about this show is that every fan service, anything, all desirable shots are actually focused on Akane, whatever. All of them. She's the only person who receives them, and I realize that that's actually really cool as an excuse, but it's like even the viewers are being fed this, like, no, she is the only one who is desirable. But anyway, she gets turned into a monster.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, they
right.
reboot Gridman.
Yes.
And
which reboots Yuta.
Yeah, he gets up, he's like, I am Gridman, and his voice changes.
His voice is overlaid, it's Yuta's and Gridman's, and his eyes turn fucking yellow, and I'm just like, show is fucking stupid.
So then he goes out and he joins Auntie in the fight to finish the last 3 kaiju. One of which is the one from the beach episode who is not animated at all.
Oh,
he is just a background.
He's drawn like the background, which is kind of great.
And so they kill off all the kaiju, and then Alexis shows up to Akane, and she's like, look, I'm not making any more. He's like, that's fine, you can be the kaiju now.
Yeah, and she just turns into this fucking ball thing with thorn tentacles flailing all over the place and literally screams buildings away.
Yeah. Yeah, so the plan is to have Grid Knight take care of her while Gridman rounds up the Gridman Alliance.
The Neon Genesis
high school.
No, it was like middle school.
No, I'm pretty sure it was high school.
I'm 90% sure it was middle school, and it was very weird.
Well, those aren't even the people he needs to round up. He needed to round up Rika and the other guy.
Yeah, because they're so valuable.
Yeah, they're there for moral support, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I forgot what they do. Oh, it was junior high.
Junior high. Okay, that's why I was mixing up with middle school.
So they all gather, they get in the junk, and the 4 members of the Gridman Alliance who contribute anything, they all get access bracelets.
Yep.
And they become Gridman 90s.
Yes.
Like, it kind of sheds the anime look, and it's just his design from the 90s.
Just less floppy.
And Alexis, at this point... so Auntie gets Akane out of the kaiju somehow.
Yes.
And then Alexis just shows up, he's like, I'll be taking that, yoink!
Like, stabs fucking Auntie, throws him off, and, yeah, I'll be taking that. Puts her in the bed sheet, turns into a big Alexis.
Yeah, he gets legs.
Yes.
That's his big transformation.
And then he starts spouting bullshit about how he feeds off negative energy. This is the part where I feel like the anime really fumbles.
Yeah, it feels like they kind of ran out of time.
It was just like... It was almost like it had to be too much like the 90s bullshit, where it's like, I feed off the negative emotions of this broken, misunderstood murderer.
Yeah.
Feel for this person who literally stabbed the main character with a knife.
Yeah, no, so this fight between Alexis and Gridman goes pretty poorly. Like, Gridman, like, you think it's gonna go well because you're playing the Gridman 90s theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a good time, and then as soon as the theme stops, he just gets his ass just beat.
Yeah, no, he's just... It's a bad time.
And then he pulls out the biggest fuck you card of just, fix it, beam! And he just shoots it right at Alexis. Akane pops out of him, and then he gets put in a little Rubik's Cube, and he's done.
Because it literally fixes Akane's heart.
Yeah, and so it's like They've got the big bad in the Rubik's Cube. Akane's decided to move on. Everybody's like really supportive of her because she definitely wasn't attempting murder and
like,
doing the murder.
Just fucking if you let people in, then maybe you'll not murder people. We're just sitting there listening to this sappy bullshit, sappy power of friendship nonsense, while just being like, she killed people
Because of a special dog. Because the teacher bumped into her.
Oh my god. Because this
boy band didn't let her talk to Rika.
It was just
It was incredibly petty reasons.
And
but we're supposed to like her because she wasn't in control, I guess.
We're supposed to feel sad that she can't live in this world anymore when we're just like, go away, you are a monster. Even if you feel bad now, you are a monster. You have done things you cannot be forgiven for. Just go off into the real world and lose your purple hair. Like,
everybody just leaves.
Is the next Gridman show, is it going to be an anime or is it going to be live action?
Dynazenon?
Yeah.
It's anime.
Alright, I'm down for that.
It's also Trigger.
Sick. That's all I need to hear.
And I'm sure Gridman Universe next year is also anime and Trigger.
That would be sick. I am always down for Trigger, even when they know how to save money, and Lord knows it's real funny to watch them save it. Every time there are just dots for eyes, and people are kind of misshapen.
Yeah, okay, let's throw numbers at this.
Hell yeah. Plot. It was good until the end.
Okay, 4.
Yeah, that's my feeling on it. Characters.
They were characters.
Were they?
They existed. They were written.
They were
voice acts.
They were trigger characters. They were tropes.
2.
Fair enough. Animation. It's fucking Trigger. What do you expect? It's a fucking 5. Genre strength. I'll be honest. I've watched some Power Rangers and the like in my day. This was good.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty good kaiju show.
Of the kind that it is emulating, because, man, Gridman's 90s. Like, I wasn't quite prepared to see some... I wasn't prepared for a show to... There's a low bar for Power Rangers acting. Granted, I have never seen the Japanese version. I was not prepared to go lower.
Wow.
Again, though, I'm not trying... I shouldn't be talking about regular Gridman, but my point is that this show was actually enjoyed... Like, I was invested in the plot, and not invested in the plot because I was a child. I was invested in the plot because it was thought-provoking and interesting. So, for what it was... I mean, we already took away points for plot.
I don't know. I think of the Villain of the Week, Kaiju, Power Rangers type shows. This is probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree. This is better. The problem is that I don't feel like I've seen a 5. Which is why it's, like, a part of me wants to give this a 5, but I don't know if that's fair.
Yeah, give it a 4.
Okay. Dub. It was a dub.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
I mean, Alexis' VA was amazing. Akane was great. Everyone else was kind of...
They were characters.
They were alright.
Give it a 1.
I'll give it a 1. Special mention. Shit. I don't know, like, I took, like, the first session so fucking seriously, and then the second session, this last session, just, like, it was like, it was like watching someone trying to catch, like, a stack of plates, and they're dropping more shit as they go. Like, I unironically want to give it to Akane because I think Akane is the best character in the show. I just feel like they ruin her character by trying to redeem her.
Yeah. That's kind of... I was actually kind of thinking about giving that bonus points. It's like, but you're a murderer!
But you're... like...
Because that was the best part. It's like, no, you're a good person. No, she fucking killed people! Multiple times!
If only you had friends so that you wouldn't stab people! Oh, God.
Make an impression. Not with the kaiju, though!
Promise me you'll make an impression. Preferably, it was like, not with kaiju, not a footprint, definitely not a crater, and God forbid you make an impression with a box cutter. Like, oh God. I'm gonna call it Save This Murderer. I don't know if I want to give it 1 or 2.
Probably just 1.
Yeah, it was still fucking magical, though, just screaming at this anime as it's trying to redeem this person who is irredeemable, even if all those people come back. Like, you don't...
No, it's fine. Don't worry about
it. Like, it's the equivalent of, like, it's like, you shot somebody. Well, the hospital brought him back. You shot somebody!
Look, he made me feel sad. He squished my special dog.
I mean, you gotta protect your special dog. That almost, like... Yeah, that didn't go as many places as it should have, especially since special dogs kept popping up in the fucking show, and you pointed them out, and then I started to catch on. But no, Save This Murderer was like, that was the highlight of the ending. So we're looking at a total of 17.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah, no, it felt like a 17.
So
felt good.
This was good. Another go figure. Another Trigger anime getting a high score from us.
That's because they don't have to worry about the animation. Like that one, they can just get a 5 just by slapping their name on it.
Yeah, no, they fucking kill it every time. What did I saw another 17. What did it tie with? Birdie Wing. Oh, that's fair. Birdie Wing was also enjoyable in its own special ways. Yeah, so yeah, look forward to whatever the fuck we're doing next.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are in progress.
Yeah, I made the mistake of thinking something was completed.
Yeah. Anyway, we might see you next week. It might be 2 weeks. I don't know.
We'll see.
All right. See you guys later.
See you.